Hey, so I was recently fixing up an older guitar, an old Epiphone Les Paul. It was like $200. I got it when I was 13, I think. I put some nice Seymour Duncans in it, and I installed a kill switch, and it's pretty cool now. However, I was looking at my next part that I wanted to put on it, which was a Piezo bridge, Piezo, whatever. Yeah. So, however you feel like saying it, I wanted to do that. But they're expensive. I know Fishman makes one called the Powerbridge. The Graphtech makes one. They're all like $200. And then I came across this one company that was selling them. This one company that was selling them for like $40, which I guess it's not out of the ordinary for part manufacturers to be selling like cheaper knockoff stuff. But this is the only one I could find. I couldn't find any other one, so like $40. No other cheap ones that I could find, and I couldn't find a review of it anywhere, written or otherwise. So I thought I'd make a video about the process of me putting it in my guitar, maybe, and see if it sucks. So here it is, a company called Kaish, something like that. Little Tune-o-matic style bridge, and it's less than a quarter of what the other guys are charging, so we'll see. It's probably garbage, but we'll see. Let's find out. So I have it here. I'm just gonna start by soldering it to just a loose output jack that I have, so I can just drop it in the bridge position without, before I start drilling into my guitar. Just drop it in, plug a cable into the output jack, and listen to it and see if it sounds good enough for me to want to drill holes in my guitar in order to use it. So I'll do that. I'm not going to film myself soldering. I'm not good at it. You don't want to see that. So see you in a little bit. Okay, so against all odds, I managed to get it set in there without taking the strings off. There it is. There's our output jack. It's good. It's not adjusted, intonated, anything like that. It's going to be rough. So and right now the action at the bridge is super high. It's the saddles on this one are a lot taller than the old Epiphone one that I took off of it. So I haven't heard this yet. Let's plug it in. As soon as I plugged it in, my solder joint came loose. Be right back. So, editing this video and realizing I didn't do a great job of actually explaining what a piezo pickup was, which I probably can't do anyway because I don't fully understand it myself, because I don't know what I'm doing. So, piezo uses mechanical vibrations to generate output rather than magnets like the magnetic pickups. So since that's kind of what acoustic guitars do, I guess, so the vibrations is what you're hearing coming out of the sound hole. Piezo tends to have a sort of acoustic sound, even on a solid body electric guitar. So that's kind of what they do. I know they use piezo pickups on acoustic guitars a lot of the time, as well as on other acoustic instruments like violins, in order to plug them in and amplify them. So that's basically my shallow understanding of it, and that's why I want it on my guitars for fun. So yeah, back to the video. So as it turns out, the solder joint did not come loose. The wire broke. So that's already not looking great for the Kaish Piezo bridge. The wire is so thin and fragile. It broke as soon as it moved in any way. So, I mean, I can work around that. That's fine. We can, we'll figure it out. But now, we're back. All right. Let's plug it in. All right. Guess it'll help if I turn my headphones on. Let me try and play a little music, because I hear something. Wow. That's a pleasant surprise. I didn't expect to get any sound out of it at all, to be honest. Let's try putting some effects on it. Oh. I almost just tried to switch to the neck pickup. It's not using it. That's actually pretty good. That sounds pretty good. All right, that's good enough for me to drill holes in my guitar. So what I need to do next is, of course, take the strings off so that I have some room to work. I'm going to need to drill 2 new holes in my guitar. One for the wire that comes from the bridge, so that'll go just down into like the cavity where the pickup wires come through. And then I need to drill one more hole for this little switch. So this is just a little 2-way switch that I'm going to use to switch between the magnetic pickups and the piezo. So that'll go, I don't know, here, somewhere in there. Somewhere in the control cavity, somewhere easy. And that should be pretty simple. And then, of course, I'll need to set up the bridge height, because it's way too high right now, and intonate, which should be fine. Shouldn't take too long. So I'm probably not going to do that today. I'll do that Sunday. Today's Friday. I'm going to do it Sunday. So, see you Sunday. Alright, so, it's Saturday. I couldn't wait all the way till Sunday. It was too exciting. So, here is the finished product. So, you can't really see it very well on the video, but I guess you can kind of see it there. There is a wire going from the bridge through the body into the pickup cavity, into the control cavity, where it goes to this switch here, this little 2-way switch, which allows me to switch between the magnetic and piezo pickups. So, here's how it sounds. This is the magnetic pickup. That's the bridge pickup. Sounds pretty good. And here's how the piezo sounds. Cool, right? So I'm very happy with it. For $40, it's a crazy, crazy, crazy good upgrade. And really, I mean, pretty much everything that you're hearing is the pickup. I have on this track basically just a little bit of compression. I have an acoustic impulse response loaded up from I think the company's called Sigma 3 or 3 Sigma, which is from a Taylor 614. And just a little bit of noise canceling from a little bit of hiss that I get from the preamp on my interface. And then just a little bit of delay. So really, pretty much everything you're hearing is just the pickup and then a cab simulator and a little bit of delay. And it sounds pretty good. So again, magnetic. Piezo. Pretty good. Alright, so that's all I have. I just wanted to do a quick review of this thing because I couldn't find any reviews for it online, and I just wanted to put something out there so people like me that stumble across it on the internet might feel a little more comfortable buying it. So since my intention was to give it a quick review, then let's give it a quick review. So, cons. The wire coming out of the middle is a little bit of a bummer. As you can see, right in the middle of the bridge is where the wire comes out. I drilled a hole in my guitar, which you kind of have to do to hide the wire. I don't really see a way around drilling a hole in your guitar to hide the wire for this thing. So that's definitely a con. Another one, the saddles are very tall compared to the stock Epiphone bridge. So I had to adjust the thumb screws pretty much all the way down to the body. Like there's pretty much no room to spare in order to get the bridge down to where I would be comfortable actually playing the guitar. So I can see, depending on your guitar and how tall your saddles are, I can see there being a scenario in which the saddles are too tall on this guitar to make it, or on a guitar, your guitar, to make it usable, which would be a shame. So definitely measure, I guess, or at least take a look at how much room you have to spare between the body and the thumb screws. Pros. It's $35.99 is how much I paid for it. That's extremely cheap. And it sounds pretty good. Does the Fishman Powerbridge sound better? Probably. I've never used it. But it's it's less than a quarter of the price. So I can buy 4 of these and still not reach how much it would cost me to buy a Powerbridge. So it sounds pretty good. And the installation was pretty easy. The wiring was very simple, which is good for me because I have no idea what I'm doing. And I guess that's about it. So yeah, I mean, would I use this on an album? Probably not. That could change if I can figure out something else to do with it, I guess. But as of right now, I can't really think of any instances in which using this would be a better solution than using just an acoustic guitar. However, the ability to switch to that sort of sound, like for the creative process, like if I'm writing, without switching guitars, is huge, and well worth way more than what I paid for this. So, for the price, solid 4 out of 5. So yeah, it's a great little thing. In fact, The music that you're hearing in the background, all of the guitar parts were recorded using only this guitar. The distorted rhythm parts were using the bridge pickup, the lead is using the neck pickup, and the clean parts are using the piezo pickup. So, it's a fun little tidbit, but that's all I got. So, I have some new music coming soon, so make sure you subscribe if you wanna see that. You might hear a little bit of the piezo pickup on it. You'll definitely hear this guitar, but maybe the piezo bit. We'll see. But I have a few things that are pretty much finished that I'll release soon. So, thanks for watching.